Boom. There we go. We're live. And my green screen is still shockingly bad. I need to work on that, and I will for next time, because I keep on forgetting that it looks terrible. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. How is everyone? It's been a couple of weeks. Hope you're all well. I'm doing all right. I had a birthday last week, so I'm doing all right. Yeah, how is everyone? Let me know in the chat. I'm genuinely interested to know how everyone's doing, because your well-being is important to me. Thanks for the birthday messages. Thank you very much, Sebi. Yeah, it was my birthday. That's not why we didn't stream, although, yeah, no, we just wanted a week off. Generally, we feel like we've been doing a lot of this, so we just wanted to take a bit of time off, and yeah, so that's why we didn't stream last week. What are the questions? What's everyone saying in chat? Let's have a look. Here's the first question of the day, excluding what happened last week. I've explained what happened last week. I feel like there should be a pure kinetic cannon, so we have laser, explosive, and kinetic cannons. The entire trio. Not really a question, that is it, Virtue. It's just more of a statement. But that's good. No, I like that. Yeah, kinetic cannons. What kind of kinetic cannons were you thinking? Let me know. Lovely stuff. It's close enough to a question. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Is it? What a cannon version of the autocannon? Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Virtue, if you want to head over, I know you're on Steam quite a lot. You're on our Steam forums, which I hugely appreciate. Actually, you're one of the first ones to jump into our comments and help people out, which is awesome. Really appreciate it. But if you want to sort of submit, is that any better? No, that's worse. That's definitely worse. Head over to our actual forums. Where you can drop suggestions and stuff like that. We can use that kind of stuff. The trouble we have with things like chat, like Twitch chat and Discord, is because it's so instant, it gets lost. And now I'd love to be able to copy all these suggestions down during a stream, but as you can imagine, apart from having incredibly bad hair, it's quite stressful. There's a lot to think about during a stream, so yeah, I'm not able to grab all the suggestions. So yeah, if anyone's got a suggestion like that, whether it's to do with new weapons, new content, new features, a new corporation, head over to our forums, because that's honestly the best way, the best place. Just remember kinetic cannon. All right, I've put it in my mind box. Kinetic cannon. Wicked. Okay, cool. Right, sip of my coffee, and then we're going to get into it. Hang on. So, yeah, welcome back. What's happened in the 2 weeks? We've released a new major update, so you can now try the 2 missions out. There's 2 brand new missions with a load of new blocks for you to all try out. The 0 Point Hollow and the Laser Labs. Is it Laser Labs 2? I can't remember however many you're up to. Maybe it's just called Laser Labs. I honestly can't remember. Yeah, so they're out, so you can go play them. Those are the new Radical Research missions. Let us know what you think. Do you want more of them? Do you want less of them? We'll release a player survey for that shortly, so you can let us know exactly what you thought in that. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for the player survey. What came with that? That was some. So we've also got also new blocks, but there's also mod support. We've further enhanced the sort of mod support tools that we offer. So you can now mod your own blocks. You can add your own blocks to the game. So if you've got if you're into your 3D modeling, you can go in and sort of add your own blocks, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to just close this box slightly to make that a little bit better. Yeah, so go ahead and do that if you're interested in that sort of thing. That's pretty cool. Virtually, you don't need to pay. There is a free version of Unity. It's sort of just a one-off license that I think you can get. By expensive, do you mean like resource expensive? Unity is free. Yeah, do you mean like money-wise, or like it's expensive on your computer? Like it's quite resource intense. Anyway, enough yibba yabba money-wise. Yeah, I think so. The version we've given is free. You can just download it for free, I believe. So yeah, if you're into that, that's fine. If not, if you just like playing with mods, if you like playing with stuff that the community have created, head over to the Steam Workshop if you're on PC. Because there's loads of cool modded content on there now. There's skins and there's blocks. Yeah, so that's all there. Go check that out. That's really cool. We're pretty cool. We're pretty fond of all that kind of cool stuff. Yeah, it said license needed. So yeah, you can apply just a free license. It's the same thing. It's a free license. I mean, it's a license, but it's free. So give it a go. Yes, that's really cool. We're pretty happy with that. Anything else that's happened this week? Let me check. No, that's pretty much it, really. So that brings us up today. So we're going to kick off round 3 of the Naval Warfare Challenge. I'm going to bring up the current standings, and I'm also going to bring up which is going to show us who's going to be sort of battling who. So if you just give me a quick second, here we go. I'm going to shift. Which screen is it going to share? I think it's going to share my left screen. So let's shift this over here. Let's make this full screen. I'm just going to share my desktop. Here we go. So these are the current standings of the Naval Warfare Challenge. So let me just zoom in. So we're going to be running down this left-hand column. Hello. There we go. So in this order, it will literally be in this order. I think we've loaded up to. We may even have a few. Yeah, we've got up to Bluetooth and username. So everyone on the left. So it's going to be, well, if you can read your name. So Virtue, you're in there. You're up basically. So yeah, that's kind of who we've got going today. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so you can scroll down. So there you go. That's everyone that's going to be battling it out today. I'm going to shift back to my close-up. And then I'm going to... Basically, we might as well just get into it, shall we? Let's just get stuck in and see how we get on with round 3. Good question, Virtue. So, yeah, those that remember a couple of weeks ago, we figured out the problem. It was anti-grav. In the version of the game that I was playing... we'd fixed. I'm saying this in inverted commas. An issue with anti-grav, and because their tech had relied heavily on anti-grav, allowing them to float, the changes that we made it go all wobbly and unbalanced. So what we've done for this version now, for this round, is I've loaded back into an older version that didn't have that problem. So we won't have that problem anymore. So any tech that uses anti-grav, you'll be fine. We did do an offline battle, the battle that should have been taking place last week. We did that offline. So that's posted to the forums. I can't remember who it was that was in the battle. So forgive me, but those that got through are now through. So everything's set up for round 3. So we can just get stuck into round 3. So I'm just going to add a bit of audio to the game. Let me know if that's too loud. That might be a bit loud. I'm actually going to turn that down just slightly because that sounds quite too loud. Beautiful. Right. So now you'll notice that I set all these games up in the latest version, forgetting that I was going to be running it on an older version. So this is why it's a bit weird, but it's fine because I can do this. It's called. Yes. Okay, cool, right. So we just do that with all of them. I think that means we can play all of them now, does it? No, it doesn't. Hang on. Give me 1 second, everybody. Oh, it's free load, not free save. Right. There we go. Beautiful. Right. So we can load these in. That's good. So up first we have Overlord. Overlord Aqua versus Rev the Palm. So we're going to load into this now and we're going to get going with round 3 of the Naval Warfare Challenge. I'm looking very red. This camera, I thought this camera would do me wonders. This camera's not doing me any favours whatsoever. I am actually going to just adjust this so we can see less of the green screen because that looks terrible. What's that? That better? There we go. Right, cool. Brilliant. Beautiful. Good stuff. Here we go. So, Let me check whose is whose, because we need to do that. Here we go. So we have Overlord Aqua versus Rev the Pom. Now we're getting into the sort of latter stages of the challenge now, so we're going to see some bigger techs versus bigger techs. These might take a little bit longer. These are some big techs. Overlord Aqua versus Rev the Pom. So let's just see. Overlord Aqua. Here we go. Right, let's take a look. So this is, I believe, I'm currently controlling Rev the Pom, which means that's not right, is it? That's not right at all. Let me quit out of this because I think I've loaded into the wrong game. First up, we want to have Overlord Aqua versus Rev the Pom. Hang about. Hey Matt, sail ship is mine. Okay, how's that happen then? Are you even in? Okay. Jesus Christ. How have I done that? Okay, this is from... This must be from last week then. This must be from the round one, from last week. It's not saved it properly. That's highly annoying. So this is just a rerun. Okay, never mind. Oh goodness, I hope I've set everything up right. Technical difficulties, yep. Here we go, right, let's try again. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So, this next one then, DFP versus Keem. DFP versus Keem, let's take a look. This looks about right. That looks about right, doesn't it? So this is... Yes, that looks fine. That's fine. Okay, cool, right. So, I am currently controlling DFP03 to be precise. DFP03. And over here we have Keem. We are familiar with who's is who's by this point. So, I'm just going to pop everything back. I'm going to load in the... excuse me. Camera mobile. So, Keem versus DFP. Are you... Yeah, okay, cool, right. You're in there, facing the right direction. Let's set myself to neutral. Let's go into manage tech. Neutral, ready. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And they are off. So here we go. Round 3 of the Naval Warfare Challenge is Keem versus DFP. Already, DFP's shields went down very quickly there. I can't remember how well DFP got on in the first round, or the first 2 rounds. But that was quite quick. Has Matt talked about Switch today? Matt has not talked about Switch today. What do you want to know about Switch, Rafs? It's coming. The update is definitely coming. I know I've said that a lot. The update is on its way. I promise. Come on, everybody. Let's get active. Let's get busy. Is this a tiny TerraTech hoverbug? It is, yeah. The better known as the Cameramobile. So there we go, Keem. There we go, brilliant. So DFP, that's you out. Out! Keem, you're through to round 4. That's it, yeah, round 4. Brilliant stuff there, everybody. Round 4 is Keem. I need to find out what happened with the first set, because we may need to reset that up. A lot of ramming happened. That was over quite quickly. I'm quite happy with how quickly that concluded. Cool, brilliant. So next up is going to be GKJ versus White Dwarf. Hopefully, if everything's set up right. Let's load her in and just double check that everything's fine. GKJ, let's have a look. GKJ versus White Dwarf. Okay, yeah, everything's set up. Fine, cool. So here we have GKJ is the yellow Geocorp looking tech, and this is who did I say this was? Excuse me, this is White Dwarf. So White Dwarf versus GKJ. Again, we're familiar with how everything is set up. We know whose is whose. Let's just get into it, shall we? Oh, I've done that again. Let's load the Cameramobile. Let's drop you off over here. Let's neutral and ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right, so they're off. So GKJ on my right, White Dwarf on my left, and they're off. Here we go. Good bit of firepower going in from both opponents. Looking good. Oh, big explosions, huge explosions, blocks falling off everywhere. GKJ, very maneuverable, able to sort of flank White Dwarfs with relative ease, really. So he's able to position himself quite well, get those missiles going. But White Dwarf is holding up. White Dwarf shields have gone down, though. They've not been able to withstand all of that damage. So the shields are down, the batteries have gone. This could be it, folks. This could be over within a matter of moments. White Dwarf has put in a valiant effort, to be fair. This is very impressive. GKJ's tech is just too much. There's just too much going on. That's the sails have gone. I feel like the batteries are about to explode. Do the batteries explode? Anyone know? Do the batteries explode if they've gone? Probably not. Maybe they do. Let me know in chat. Yeah, just look at how maneuverable. I feel like GKJ have just outmaneuvered White Dwarf. Outmaneuvered them. Been able to do, like, literally running rings around them. Been able to inflict way too much damage. And there we go. White Dwarf, you're out. GKJ, you are through. You're going to be facing Keem in the next round. Good stuff. Well played, White Dwarf. Valiant effort, as always. Yeah, GKJ is one of the more experienced TerraTech players. They make some ridiculous builds. Some ridiculous techs. Yeah, really good building. Really maneuverable. Brilliant. Next up is going to be Darkstar versus Mindless. So let's load that in. Darkstar versus Mindless. Darkstar versus Mindless. Here we go. So I believe I'm currently controlling Darkstar. Yep, this is Darkstar's, and against them is Mindless. Just a quick recap of who's is who's. Mindless versus Darkstar. We all know who is who's at this point. So let's get rid of the charging stations. Let's get rid of Fatui. Did Fatui go? I believe he did. And again, I've done it again. Let's pop the Cameramobile down. Set myself to neutral. Let's do this thing, everybody. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and they're off. So it's Mindless versus Darkstar, and they're off. Oh god, I'm not really getting many frame rates, but that's fine. Mindless taking an absolute beating. Mindless' shield is already down. That's surprising. I thought Mindless was able to withstand a lot more damage than that. That's crazy. Darkstar absolutely shredding through Mindless' defenses there. I can't see how how Mindless is going to be able to last much longer. Just been completely outpowered, outgunned, and there you have it. Wow. That was a lot quicker than I was expecting. Darkstar, you're through. Missile boat is not fully charged. Wait, do I need to do that again? Why wasn't that? That should have been fully charged. Let me double check. All right. Judges, let's just get a second of my opinion. You do not need to do it again. Are we sure? Oh, the one that wasn't fully charged one. Okay, fair enough. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, best of 3. Nah, if you can win without having fully charged batteries, I think you deserve to go through. So Darkstar has gone through. Next up is TW Islay versus Padge 329. We're rattling through these a lot quicker than I was expecting today, everyone. Steaming right through the entries, absolutely. So this could be a bit longer, this one, I feel, because this is going to be yeah, this is a big old GSO brick versus not that. So let's get rid of. Right, let's just double check this time. That one's fully charged, and this one's fully charged. I'm not quite sure what happened in the last battle. I'm not sure why that would have not been loaded and fully charged. Anyway, not to worry. Let's load this up. Let's get this thing going. Let's get rid of all the charging stations. And I'm going to load in this guy. Let's set him to neutral. Let's get you to neutral, you to enemy, and you to enemy. And they're off. So they are going at it, everyone. Just pushing each other. That's how this one's going to go, I think. Maybe we started it a bit too late. Maybe we need to have a redo so they can position themselves a bit better. They're going faster than I can keep up. This is crazy. Right, here we go. We're in the action. They're just going to go forever and ever. Okay, there we go. They've sort of broken apart. Oh, I'm kind of getting in the way here. Wow, these batteries are holding up crazily well. Crazily well. Crazy good batteries, guys. Oh, I say that and they immediately go down. That's so much damage. Wow. It's crazy how I managed to just escape after all that, and he's limping along, and he's managed to escape. Fair play. Now I fear you are stalling the inevitable. I don't think you'll be able to really last that much longer by just running. But you know, you never know. Running away might. No, who am I kidding? You're dead to rights. Oh, got a good, decent volley off there. However, you've just opened yourself up. There we go. This should be the end of it. Is it the end of it? It is. Oh no, he's. Okay, there we go. He's gone. He's gone. Let me just figure out who's whose. So, Padge is out. TW Islay is through. That's going to be a tough one to beat, I think. That's going to be a tough cookie to beat. That is a pretty powerful ship. I like it. The lovely, horrible wreckage. Beautiful, beautiful wreckage. Good stuff. Okay, cool. So that means that we are now up to Virtue versus Lucas. So Virtue, you're up. So many GSO batteries. Please last more than 5 seconds, enemy. I think you might be in for a harder challenge this time, Virtue. I think your opponent may be slightly more challenging, shall we say, than your last round. You seem to walk through it pretty easily last time. Right. Now I will check, but Virtue, can you remind me which one is yours? Virtue, remind me which tech is yours there, mate? So that could be either of these. That could be this one is yours, right? They've both got massive silos at the back, to be fair. Bro, the massive giant thing that has a giant silo in the back is me. Massive silo in the back. Massive silo in the back. The one that looks like it has a silo instead of just missiles. So this one then. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Alright, brilliant. Thanks, Virtue. Right, okay, cool. So this is Virtue versus Lucas. Lucas XPL, if we're being specific. So yeah, we've seen both of these before, so no point in me going over exactly who's whose or what does what. So let's just load into it, shall we? Let's get going. Good luck, everybody. Have fun. That's the aim of the game, right? Is to have fun. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and they are off. So Virtue, who is in chat, versus Lucas, who I believe is not in chat. Okay, so you've with both techs have withstood that first barrage. Again, favourite word of missiles. They seem to be doing okay. They're going to now jostle for position. Lucas getting stuck on those rocks again. We've seen that before. It's not been too detrimental, though. You'd have thought that a ship getting stranded on rocks would be pretty catastrophic. But not in TerraTech. In TerraTech, it doesn't make a blind jot of difference. So here we go. So there you go. Virtue looking, I mean, pretty majestic, we have to say. That's a pretty good looking ship. Whereas Lucas just sort of... just a bit stuck, really. Not able to do much. Maybe Virtue can do something about this. Here we go. Here we come. He's coming through. He's coming through. You can maybe take advantage of the vulnerability of Lucas's ship here. Okay, he's managed to wriggle himself off those rocks, but his missiles haven't been able to hit much. Virtue able to land a lot of sustained damage. To be fair, both of them are doing a lot of damage against each other. And now we're just sort of in this holding pattern of just shooting the rubbish out of each other. I could say crap. I could say shooting the crap out of each other. That's a family-friendly word, right? Beautiful. And more of the same. I love it. Look at it go. This is so much damage. Well, here we go. Now we're into one of the more quieter moments. While we, again, we're jostling for position. Who is fighting now? So we have Virtue versus Lucas. So Virtue is over yonder. Another new word of the day. And this is Lucas. Lucas just sort of playing it cool, sort of getting himself stuck a little bit, but that's fine. So Virtue's going to come back round. Here we go. This could be it now. Although I say that. Both seem to have quite a lot of of batteries left. Oh, that was a big hit on Virtue there. A big hit from Lucas onto Virtue. Those batteries are holding up okay. You can see the heal bubbles are doing their thing. Right then, who's gonna be able to outlast then? This again, it will come down to the who's just got the better efficiency of the better battery efficiency. I'm sure there's a better way of saying that. Who's been able to have the most power to shield ratio versus firepower as well? You've got to factor that in as well, because that's going to cost you. It's not shield spam. No, Lucas is definitely shield spam, I feel. Virtue, I believe yours is... Let's have a look. Yours seems to be a lot more spread out. So let's take a look. Yeah, so you can see your shields are covering more blocks per shield, rather than stacking up your blocks over your shields over multiple blocks, which we've seen is quite an inefficient way of doing it, because you end up just shielding the same thing twice and you then drain your batteries more. This is more of an efficient way of doing it. And again, Lucas getting stuck on his rocks. It's almost like he wants to be. It's almost like he's playing. Oh, that was a huge hit. Oh, that was massive. Holy moly. That one hit on the whatever that was. Mast? Was it a mast? It looked like a mast. The berthers were actually useful. Yeah, man. Congrats. That was huge. Absolutely destroyed it. That was massive. Well, congrats, Virtue. You're through to the next round. Well played. So next up, we're going to have the Salty German versus GK Vec. This is a good one. This is going to be a good one, guys. GK Vec, for those that don't know, is also a very established TerraTecher. So what happened there? I think what happened there, the Virtue managed to somehow pinpoint a weak point of their opponent, and then that just had basically a chain reaction, where batteries were exploding from the inside and more batteries exploded, to which point there was no batteries left and the whole thing just literally imploded. That's the only thing that I can explain as to how that happened. That was crazy. That was massive. Right. So up next we have the Salty German versus GK Vec. Ooh. Come on, let's get you under control. The Salty German. So I am currently controlling the Salty German and GK Vec is over yonder. Here we go. So we've seen these all before. So let's just load in the camera mobile. I'm going to get rid of the charging stations, and for TUI, I'm going to set this to neutral. While I'm here, I might as well. Oh, I can't, because I can't now change tech. Nope. There we go. Come on, team one. Let's swatch over. There we go. Right. So I'm going to set myself to neutral. I'm going to set you to neutral and you to an enemy. And 3, 2, 1. They are off. Whoa! Oh! I did not sign up for this. Right, we're out. Okay, GK Czech versus the Salty German. I can't see anything. Can anyone tell me what's going on? There we go. Beautiful. Oh, this is a proper shit battle, this. I'm enjoying this a lot already. Look at this. Let's zoom out a bit. We can see more of what's going on. Oh, so much damage. Look at all that damage. That's crazy. Those shields doing absolute wonders for the Salty German. But GK Vec, we've seen this, another very mobile, very agile tech that can just spin itself around on a tuppence. Anyone? Tuppence? Anyone know what a tuppence is? That could be massive. That could be literally massive for all I know. Anyone know how big a tuppence is? But again, Salty German is able to stand up to a lot of this barrage, but we are seeing a lot of blocks sort of dropping off. Now, Not quite sure what's going on with the Salty German. They seem to be just stuck in stasis. Have they lost their mobility? Have they lost their navigation systems? They may have lost their ability to move. But they're still able to put out some firepower. And GK Vec, they're both holding up incredibly well. Look at all this damage. That is so much damage going through. I can't believe that they're still going. So much damage. Tuppence a bag? Exactly, Tweak. Tuppence eightpenny. Tuppence eightpenny? This is... I can't believe they're still going. I know I said this a lot. Particularly with the one a couple of weeks ago. Okay, there we go. It was only a matter of time, really. GK Vec's got way too much firepower. They're just circling around, able to inflict... They're sort of mixing up with mobility. They're able to out-maneuver a lot of these shots. See all these missiles? They're just tailing off. And there we have it. The Salty German is out. GK Vec, you are through to the next round. Good stuff, GK Vec. So it's going to be GK Vec versus Virtue. That's going to be an interesting battle. I can't wait to see that one. TerraTech. Apparently the cab of my enemy was in the tower. The Bertha cannons and the Mark III hit exactly on top of that tech, instantly killing it with the shield still active. Got ya. Well, there you go. That's kind of clever, really. Well, clever. Kind of not good tech design, if we're being honest. You don't make your... You hide your cabs away. You hide them as much as you can, so they're literally the last thing to be hit. You don't put them on an exposed weak point like that, but... You know, each to their own, I guess. So next up we have RC3197 versus Alexei. RC versus Alexei. Let's do it. So this is... We've got one more lined up after this. So we'll rattle through that. We'll rattle through these next two quite quickly. And then we'll have to roll back to the Overlord Aqua versus Red the Pom because we need to get that one done and out of the way. I'm not quite sure how that didn't go to plan. So who have we got? Let's double check. RC versus Alexei. RC versus... Okay, so I'm currently controlling RC and this is Alexei over here. I believe this is the one that we saw a couple of weeks ago where it just didn't want to die. It just went on and on and on. Or maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm getting confused. No, this just looks similar to one that went on and on and on. Okay, brilliant. So let's get stuck in. So RC versus Alexei. Let's load in the camera. Let's swap over. Neutral. And here we go. Neutral. Enemy. 1, 2, 3. And they are off. Oh, big damage already. Big damage. Lots of big damage. Eesh. He's come out of it, I mean, I'm not going to say unscathed, but look at that. That's so beautiful. It's beautiful, guys. The dev team should add target prediction or just take Sozin's work and add it to the game. Target prediction, that's a good point. So shot leading is effectively, I think, what you're referring to, and it's something that we've prototyped. We have had a look at shot leading and how that can kind of work. So yeah, it's definitely something we're looking at. I'm not sure where we got to with it. I know it was sort of worked on a little bit. So yeah, shot leading is something that we would love to add. But like I say, it just needs a bit more refining and a bit more work. So, RC versus Alexei. Alexei's just... I worry for Alexei. I think he's just taking too much damage. And now he's lost a lot of batteries when exploded there. A lot of batteries exploded there. I don't know if you could see the back end of that. Look at that. That's just a skeleton of a ship. Now, you may have just lost all nav systems. So, you may just end up floating off into a rock. Yeah. Okay, if we continue to strafe away, we may need to intervene or just call it. I think we kind of all know. Oh yeah, We kind of all know how this is going to end. Unless they want to start re-engaging, we may need to end it here. They're kind of circling around to each other. Height. The orange raft one has a one weakness, height. As in it's too high or it's not high enough. 5,000 blocks used to live here. Yeah. Aww. Feels like a sort of sad gravestone. Oh, a lot of damage. A lot of damage. More damage. Anyone for more damage? There we go. Shields down. And that's it for Alexei. I think he's still going, but there's a lot of tech to get through and not enough firepower to do it. Eesh, yeah. Bow. Bye-bye, Alexei. Brilliant stuff. Okay, cool. So that means RC is through to the next round. Let's see who they'll be fighting. Oh, actually, no, I've messed this up. I've messed this up already, guys. Alright, let's quit out of here. Right, so because we've not done the first round yet, so Overlord Aqua versus Rev the Pom is yet to happen. So the winner of that will face Keem, then it's going to be GKJ versus Darkstar, then it's TW Live versus Virtue, and then GK Vec versus RC. I'm actually going to save this for next week. I'm going to save the last one for next week, Bluetooth versus User. And I'm going to load into Overlord versus Rev to see exactly what has gone wrong here, because I could have sworn I did this right, but obviously I've not. So let's just load this back in again and see if we can get this done properly. It might take a while for everything to open up, and all the batteries and everything, and all the shields and everything to open up. But let's take a look. Here we go, right. Why can't we swap? We're too close. Oh, that was cool. Didn't know it did that. Jesus, Chris, if you're in the chat, I'm going to do that again. That's really cool. What a cool way of using the solar panels. That's hilarious. Anyway, I'm going to let that open up so I can do that again. I really enjoyed that. Right, let's spawn in. So this is Overlord Aqua. So we're just going to let Overlord Aqua do its thing and let all those shields open up. Just anchor there so you don't float away. Oh, can we be bothered to wait? Probably not. Anyway, just assume that all of the... or just imagine that all of these solar panels are open. Oh! Beautiful. I love it. Okay, cool. Right, next up. I'm going to load in... Come on, let's find some space for me. There we go. Right, so we have, this is Rev the Pons. And as you can see, we need to wait for all of their shields and everything to open up. So let's just pop them near the charging stations. We don't need the for 2Es. So we have Rev the Pom versus Overlord Aqua. Over here is Overlord Aqua. We've seen this one before. And over here is Rev the Pom. So bear with me while everything loads up. I'm not entirely sure why this happened. Maybe I've overwritten one of the game saves by accident. But it's fine. We'll use this time to chat. Let's just chat casually, everybody. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna write down. I'm going to send a message to myself. Idea. kinetic weapons. There you go. Consider that idea written down, Virtue. Kinetic weapons. Wasn't that second in the previous round? Yeah. Which tech, Virtue? Yeah, I like those sails, guy. That was really cool. Isn't railgun kinetic? Oh, cannons. Okay, kinetic cannons. I'll edit my message. You did say kinetic cannons. I just have a terrible memory. Kinetic cannons. There we go. Boom. The one I'm piloting right now. No, this is a very similar one. This is very similar to. Is it Keems? Yeah, it's just very similar to Keems. I'll load in Keems now. I don't think it's going to slow things down. So you can see, I mean, you can almost see in the snapshot there. Those are the very kind of similar principles, I suppose, with the barriers down the side. It's very similar, yeah, you're right. Similar concept. I wonder if they're working in cahoots. Anyway, right. So that's the shields done. Wow, someone really needs to add a button where you can just open all your shields all at once. Hey, guys. More brown though, because it looks like decked wood. Deck wood. Yeah, it does actually. No, I'm a big fan of Keems. I think it's a nice design. I like this kind of trimaran. Trimaran? Did you forget when opening all shields causes the biggest spike of all lag spike of all time? Did I forget that? Did you forget that? Forget when opening all shields causes the biggest lag spike of all time? You can never forget lag spikes, everyone. You can never forget what causes lag spikes. Long ago, bubbles activated instantly. Yeah. Is it? I'm sure you're right. I'm sure we did add this function to reduce lag. I'm sure you're probably right. But also, I think that Chris was saying, Chris is our lead designer. Chris mentioned something about it having a design implication as well, so that you couldn't just load in fully charged. It was sort of like a balancing issue, I suppose. Right, we've still got more to go, so I guess chat amongst yourselves. But this will be the last battle for today, and then we'll be halfway through. We'll be halfway through round 3, and then we can finish off round 3 next week. And then we'll be on to, is it the quarters? Let's see. No, round 4. So then we want to round 4, and then it'll be the quarterfinals, and then the semi-finals, and then the grand final. So there's still a few weeks left in this. We can still milk this for some quality content. There's still some more quality content to be milked out of this challenge. Or make batches. Batches could work. Hey, yeah, head over to our forums, everyone. Moobot's telling everyone to go to our forums. You should go to our forums and drop all your ideas down over there, because we love to see them. You know, we love to see what kind of wacky stuff you come up with. Tank challenge coming soon, maybe? Potentially. I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm not sure how like a tank battle royale would work, because it would require me to pull in a few favors from our developers, from our code team. But I'm intrigued to see how it would work. Absolutely, I'm for sure. I'd love to see how that kind of thing would go down. Not the royal. I kind of like a tank version of this. We could do, but again, this format just takes so long. I mean, if everyone's happy, if everyone enjoys this, I'm more for it. I'm just getting the inclination that it just takes a bit too long, especially if we have 100 or so entries as well. I quite like the idea of just having a massive free for all, not just see what would happen really. But yeah, we could definitely do a tank version of this. As long as it's grounded, as long as it's something on the ground. Just because we know that enemy AI don't like being in the air just yet. Although I won't be able to attend streams once school starts again. Yeah, that sucks. I'm kind of gutted about that, really. Modded version using unofficial mods and the swivels. That'd be nice. Yeah, that would be cool. We could do something like that. Oh god, not the swivels. The swivels! Right. Are we fully open? Is all the shields and everything open? Are we good to go? I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, no more open on here. Any over here? Wow, look at the shield spam at the back. That is, you want to protect your back end. Okay, there's still some more opening on Overlord Aquas. Yeah, there's a lot of shield spam. Again, we've seen it's not the most efficient way of using your shields. You only need 1 or 2, 1 maximum, really. 1 really. You only need 1 per for each section. You don't want any overlap. Right, I think that's everything. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I think that's fully open. So let's get rid of... Excuse me. Let's get rid of the charging stations. Let's load in the camera. Here we go. So we have... Let me remind myself. Overlord Aqua is on the left versus Rev the Pom. So I'm going to set myself... Actually... Unanchor. Well remembered, me. Good job, chat didn't tell me off for that. Come on. There we go. Right. Anchors are up. Neutral. And then we're going to go neutral. And then enemy. And then 3, 2, 1. Boom. They're off. Eesh. Lots of damage. That's my theme. That's going to be my anchor. I did the anchor. I did the anchor. I definitely did the anchor. Warning, our tech is anchored. Oh wait, which other tech? Were both techs anchored? Neither were anchored. Okay. Are we sure? They are not anchored anymore. They're not anchored anymore. No, it wasn't anchored because it was able to move forward. I unanchored the white one. I definitely unanchored that one. Yeah, you may have missed that. But Rev the Poms was not anchored. Cool. All right, here we go. Lots of damage. I'm going to get that. Anyone want to buy official lots of damage T-shirt? I will make them and I will send them to you if you want them. Get yourself a hoverbug. Yeah, I'm flying around right now. Oh, are they flying around? Wait. Yeah, lots of damage. Woo! Its shell is gone. Wow. Oh, that Talon laser. Is it a Talon laser or a Giga Plasma? I can't remember. No, yeah, it's a Giga laser. That should be absolutely chomping through those batteries right now. Oh my god. So much damage. Let its guts explode. Okay, so it's falling apart. They're kind of in this death grip, this sort of... They're locked in, and now it's just... It's the final breath. Ah! Okay, there we go. The rocks have done them a favour. Oh, but that Giga Plasma. Like a hot knife through butter. Is it going to manage to get cut through again? Okay, here we go. This is it. Buckle in, guys. Buckle in. We're in for the long haul now. For a giant laser, yeah, it also lost its startup animations, presumably due to a bug. Did it? I thought it was... It didn't start on, did it? Maybe it did. I'm genuinely amazed that they're both just... I mean, I suppose they're not really throwing that much damage at each other compared to previous battles, but this is still pretty impressive. Okay, shields down on Overlord Aqua. That happened. Overlord Aqua is getting chunked down now. The guts are exposed. This could be... And there we go. Overlord Aqua is down and out. That means that, Rev the Pom, you are through. You're going to be facing Keem in the next round. Woo! I need to lie down. Happy 4th of July! It deals only 1,250 versus shields. Why are there resource blocks? Why are there resource blocks? Oh yeah. What do resource blocks add? I don't know. More shields? Interesting concept. Yeah, that's weird. Resource blocks. Gone. Can anyone explain why there would be resource blocks in that kind of tech? I'm intrigued. Anyway. I realised you couldn't see what I was seeing. I was still playing the game. I'd forgotten I'd gone into my lovely close-up. Right. There you go, everyone. There we have it. Part 1 of round 3 of the Naval Warfare Challenge is over. So that means that. Let's go through the final... I'll show you how it looks on my monitor. So let's have a look. So, let's zoom in. So, Rev the Pom is through. Keem is through. GKJ is through. Darkstar is through. TWI Lay is through. Virtue is through. GK Vec is through. And RC3197 is through. So I'll fix this. I'll make sure everyone is put through to the next round. And I'll post this image. It is just an image. To our forums. So you can all see whose is whose. And obviously we'll reload. We'll put the cast back up as well. So we'll re-upload. We'll upload this to Steam. To YouTube. So everyone can watch it again, and you can all see how well everyone does because you've all done very well. What time are we on? Oh, almost on exactly the hour. Almost like I know what I'm doing. It's almost like I planned it. Well done. Cool. Well done, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. If there's nothing else that anyone wants to ask, I'm going to leave it there. Wish everyone a very happy weekend. Hope everyone is well and looks after yourselves. And until next time, I'll see you guys next time.